you guys? It is K-Swamp with Road Rash Off-Road, and if you love Jeep DIY, overlanding, and off-roading in your rig, you came to the right channel. That's what we do here. Today, in this episode, we're going to specifically talk about refrigerators. Now, I recently got my hands on this inexpensive option from Amazon called the F40C4TMP, and I want to review it today based off of a recent overlanding trip that I just did. So, let's go take a look at this refrigerator. Now, do you currently have a refrigerator in your Jeep? If so, leave it in the comment below what brand that you use. Our viewers would love to hear that information. And if you like Jeep DIY and off-roading, we've got something in common. Like and subscribe to this channel, ring that little bell so that you don't miss any videos that are coming up. Let's talk about the F40C4TMP. Now, if you've been following the Road Rash channel for some time, then you know I love my little 2-day quick little weekend warrior trips that I go out and I do some exploring in this Jeep. But recently I've been really working on creating an overland machine with this rig. Now, up until now, I've been using a little ice cooler because it's just a quick little 2-day trip. Ice coolers are good for some things, especially if you're going to be away from your Jeep, away from electricity. You can throw some ice in it, but eventually that ice melts. Everything inside of your cooler starts to get destroyed, starts to get wet, moist. It just doesn't work well for long trips. So whenever you reach that 2+ day, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day trip, then you're going to want to graduate to something a little bit more conducive for longer overlanding trips. Now, I've been looking at refrigerators for some time, but as you know, some of the name brand pieces like Dometic can be quite expensive, $800 to $1,000 plus, and that just wasn't in my budget. So when I was preparing for an upcoming overlanding trip, it was a 4-day trip across the Georgia Traverse. If you guys want to watch that video, click on that link right up there. But when I was preparing for this overlanding trip, I started to reach out to a couple of refrigerator companies and just said, let me review your product while I'm on this trip. The F40C4TMP company got back to me and said, we would love to partner with you on a review for this upcoming trip. And I want to show you how well this refrigerator held up on this trip. Now, the F40C4TMP is predominantly sold on Amazon as an affordable option for overlanding, camping, and car refrigerators. They come in a couple of different options and several different capacities, including a 10 quart, a 20 quart, 26 quart, 34 quart, 42 quart, and even up to a 53 quart option. The one I'm testing here is a 37 quart portable car cooler freezer combination. The brand claims that it can run temperatures between 4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The unit does have a smart 3-level battery protection and energy savings option. On the 60-watt low-rated power, the 12-volt refrigerator consumes less than 1 kilowatt per day. It has 3-level battery options, H1, N1, and L3, which is a high, medium, and low, to protect the battery from draining. I've tested each one of these levels, and while the unit is plugged in directly to the 12-volt in my Jeep, I have not found the best setting for me just yet. I've kept mine at about 32 degrees, and while the car is on, it stays consistent while traveling. However, when the car is turned off, parking at a campsite, the unit stays on, but the temperature reaches the high 40s fairly quickly. When I asked the brand about this, they said it's normal. They said you will need to plug in the refrigerator into a power station to stay cool while the vehicle is off. I did plug it in through the actual outlet plug, and it did run it quite well, but you will need a power station in order for this to run when the Jeep is off. Now the refrigerator does have two very useful compartments on the inside. A smaller compartment here that is mainly for condiments, meats, butter, things like that, eggs, smaller in this area to contain in a smaller area. Now this larger area is for milk, 2-liter sodas. You can also store meats and other goods in here, but they have this really convenient basket that you can easily use to load and unload the refrigerator. Now additionally, inside the larger compartment, you have a drain plug here for when you need to take the time to clean this out. You can unscrew this drain plug and clean everything out of the inside. Now you can also remove this from the two compartments and make it one larger compartment here. Now a couple things I really like about this unit is its customization options. This top is so well built, and it has two options. You can pull this top off and put it on this side to determine which way is best for your rig to open this top. That is so cool. It's got this great texture right here. It's pretty solid, and it's got this great seal right here that seals really tightly around the refrigerator. Now, one of the questions that everybody wants to ask is how loud is this compressor? Now the company claims that this is only 45 dB, which is really, really quiet. And if you've ever watched my videos, you know I actually sleep inside of my Jeep when I camp. That means this thing is really quiet. It doesn't bother me at nighttime, and it's almost just like white noise that I traditionally get in my house. This is an awesome, awesome compressor. Now, one of the best options about this particular refrigerator over other options is its portability. This refrigerator comes with rear back wheels and a collapsible handle that you can easily roll into any campsite or beach chair. That makes this thing really cool. However, you will need a power bank in order to operate this when you leave your rig. Now, as any overlander knows, space is extremely valuable inside of our rig. So having a collapsible handle is super important. Even that 3 inches that it buys you could be a lifesaver in a lot of things that you can store in your rig. So I love the fact that this handle is collapsible all the way to the side of the refrigerator. Now right now I have this refrigerator just strapped to the roll cage of my Jeep. Now the goal is to permanently install this refrigerator with the drawer system in the back of the Jeep so it's there all the time. But like many of you Overland Jeepers, I have a very specific plan for my Jeep, which is going to require me to do a DIY design and install of a drawer system and platform since I sleep in my Jeep. So if you're interested in following that DIY Overland build, like and subscribe to this video and make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming future videos. You guys, thank you for hanging with me. I think that this refrigerator is an awesome solution, specifically because of the price, under $300, and you get a wonderful refrigerator that does exactly what it's supposed to do. It cools your food in the back of your rig. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this video with your Jeep friends. See you on the next video. Love you.